starting with the Rams and exciting news with them. Cooper Kupp has not been back in the building. He'll return to practice this week after being on the IR for the start of the year with his knee injury, I believe it was, and things that are going on with that. And happy to have him back. Will Cooper Kupp's return elevate or stall the Rams right now? What do you think about how his return could impact the Rams going forward?
Just thinking back, I think it might have been a hamstring injury, actually, because we were a little concerned about it. Yeah. Which those can be tricky. So hopefully he is 100% good to go. And if he's out there, I'm assuming he is, because they don't really have a reason to rush him back.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't think it necessarily hurts Puka Nacua, his return. I think he's definitely going to see less volume. He's not going to get the 20 target days, Puka. But I think he's still going to get a heavy share of the targets next to Kupp. I think he's developed that chemistry with Matthew Stafford. And we've seen Matthew Stafford be able to support two wide receivers in an offense before with Kupp and Robert Woods too. So yeah, I think, yeah, go for it.
We'll talk more about Puka directly, but what do you think about just offense in general? Do you think that this team will elevate? Like, do you think that this offense really get rolling now with Kupp in the building, or do you think that it stalls a little bit? I guess that kind of answers it too, but do you think that we slow down with Kupp back? Trying to get
No, I don't think it stalls at all. I think, like, if anything, it helps it because you're gonna have Cooper Kupp, who draws more attention from the defense, and you have Puka, who's already come into his own as a receiver, and then Kyron Williams has been great for them in the backfield, running and pass catching. Tutu Atwell is going to be your 3 now. I think guys are more slotted into their more natural spots, although Puka could be a number 1 for a team. I don't know. Maybe not as quite as dynamic as an athlete as other wide receiver ones, but he's got the production to be a wide receiver 1. But I think they probably slot more into their more natural roles within the offense with Kupp being back. So no, I don't think. And I think Stafford, as a veteran QB, is able to adjust to that too. Maybe if you had a younger QB, you'd see some issues there. But they already have that. He already has that rapport with both Kupp and Nacua too. So I think it'll be fine.
Any chance they both stay high volume and they both just eat? You got Puka getting 12 receptions, Kupp getting 12 receptions. They go back and forth, trading off catches and all of that, and roll from there. You think we haven't seen anything like that? I don't think, of 2 dominant receivers on the same squad, both eating that way. Anytime we see it with these 2.
Yeah, I think you could see something similar to that. I'd say, like, it probably goes more like Kupp getting 15 to Puka's 10 or something like that. But I do think they both get a high target share, though. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, we'll see how that plays out. So excited for them. Excited to see Kupp back on the field. I'm looking forward to what's next with the Rams squad, who's still finding their way a little bit, but they've given us good reason to watch this year as they have put together a quality team that's finding its way. So looking forward to all this on the way with them. As we look forward there, we'll stick with them for one more question with the Rams. Is there any chance to steal the wild card spot this year? They've been looking better than expected. They currently are sitting in the 8th spot at 2-2. Can they stay in that range and become a playoff squad? Or do you think they end up falling off in the end?
Yeah, I think in our discussions preseason and early in the season, I said by about week 6, we'd kind of know who this team is. I think they appear to be about a 500 team. They've been able to hang in there with some of the teams that we expected to be in Super Bowl contention. And they've lost some close ones, but they've been competitive in every game. And with that, I think they're definitely not going to be trying to tank. And they have veteran pieces there, and they have a spark here with the young rookie in Puka Nacua. So I think they have something here, at least offensively, and the defense has held up decently well. So I think they can fight for a wild card spot in an NFC that's not necessarily loaded. It might be a little bit open there. So yeah, I think they can fight for a wild card spot.
Yeah, the only squads below them that worry me are somewhat the Packers. I respect them, though they had a tough game last week versus the Lions, I believe that was. And if the Vikings somehow find ways to start winning games in the end, there's a chance. But right now, they don't look like they're going to do so. So I think the Rams will be one of them top 8 squad. I don't think the Falcons stay that high either. So they can be 7-8 and end up getting in the wild card spot, and anything's possible from there. So I hope that they stay in that range, just can continue to put up valiant efforts now with Kupp in the building, as we just addressed, And yeah, looking forward to what could be on the way with them. So definitely excited time for them, and a much better season than expected, as they now are looked at as potentially a playoff squad, as we're discussing here. So yeah, salute to them for what they're doing here. So yeah, that is it with them. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say they got a test this week against the Eagles, who are one of the last two unbeaten teams, as we talked about. So that'll be interesting to see. That was like that third Super Bowl contention team that we were talking about. So interested to see how this game goes. Like I said, I felt like the Eagles have shown some cracks a bit this year, but they've still found ways to get the wins. Ultimately.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll see how that plays. It's going to be a good one. We'll talk about it more when our quick picks come around. But yeah, looking forward to all this on the way for the Rams side